Okay, Candy Guide. What do we need to do for Candy Guide? I know. Forgot. Let me make a notepad. Okay, Candy Guide. Build stats counter synergy. Yes. Brilliant. Okay. Let's go. Sorry, I'm speaking a bit loud. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Candy, 2 weeks after. Should you pull or not? Yes, you shouldn't be asking that. You should pull. Why are you asking this? Okay, so yes, you should pull. How should you build? Okay, so the best build for best build by far right now is counter set. So you want counter set because Landy's main her win condition is RS3. They made RS3 basically MLV S3 but AoE and it stuns. They were high on cocaine when they made RS3, so if you press 3, win the game basically. So yeah, because of that, you go Hellbreeze and you go counter. This is our best build by far. You go Hellbreeze counter, so you can S3 as soon as possible. For stats, you want ideally, I think 15k HP, 1.5k defense is very good bulk. I don't think you need more. You can go for more, but I don't think you need more. Then you just go damage. So this is fine for damage, 3.3k to 50. Kind of fine. You can go ER if you want, but ER is always a luxury, so if you can't make it, don't go for it. It's fine. I wouldn't go ER on any unit unless you can go at least for 430 gear score on Critch and Snake. If you can't make that, then don't go ER. ER is very, very nice to have, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, in some games, in decent amount of games, ER is not gonna do anything. You're gonna be minus 80 gear score for no reason. So it's fine if you're already high gear score to begin with, you can survive with a minus 80 gear score. But if you're low gear score, then it doesn't work. So don't go ER. Hellbreeze for sure, counter for sure. For 2 set, anything works. I don't think immunity is very valuable, so I wouldn't go immunity, but if you don't have anything else, it's fine. Otherwise, you can go crits. How actually? Yeah, you can go crit chance. You can go crit chance set. You can go defense set, health set. Or otherwise, yeah, immunity is okay. On Landy, wait, what's it called? Unity is actually not bad. If you have decent gear score, Unity piece, you can give her Unity. It's actually decent on her. I would go Unity over Immunity any day of the week. Unity is much better than Immunity on her. Okay, for speed, 144 is really good. So speed boots and then nothing else. So it's exactly 144. It's really good. You can go base speed. I don't really like it personally. If you don't have really good gear on her, then you can go base speed to make up for it, it's fine. But if you can accommodate for speed boots, it's really, really good on her. Having some cycling is really good. So yeah, this is for build. Worth to mention, you can also go injury. I really dislike it, but you can go injury, it's not that bad. And you can go destruction. So the reasoning for injury is that a lot of people go Litty into Candy, right? They go Litty or DC, and then you hard counter those units, right? Litty, DC, Roana, you don't give a fuck. You run injury, you don't care. I don't think it's that good though, because it makes it much harder to ramp up to an S3. And then if you're injury, your opponent is gonna know your injury, which is, in my opinion, the main weakness. If you see your opponent is on injury, you're just gonna focus her the entire game, right? She does have 70% anti-crit, but you can still crit, she can still die fairly easily, right? So your opponent can just focus her down and kill her. And because of that, I don't really like injury. I think if you want to go for something that's less weak to DC or Roana, you just go destruction. Destruction, you just go pretty much the same build as counter, but you go for more damage. And the reasoning behind destruction is that your opponent doesn't know your destruction, which is the main weakness of injury. Your opponent's gonna know your injuries and they're gonna focus her down. If your destruction, your opponent isn't gonna know your destruction. It's just gonna if they hit her once or twice, you don't counter. Just gonna assume you're low rolling, and they probably won't focus her because she's really annoying to focus. And then you just ramp up. You just slowly ramp up to an S3. And then S3, and then you win the game. So, okay, build, stats. Okay, counters. So, Candy's main weakness are Litty. Litty can easily one-tap her, so she's really good into Landy. Really, really good into Landy. Karina is decent. If your opponent goes Landy and then they pivot into aggro, you can go Karina. Karina is 3 into Candy with just one tapper if you land defense break, so she's really good. And just like extra damage, she's really good against her overall. So Karina is really good if your opponent drafts aggro. If they draft slow, don't pick Karina. Karina into mitigation and soul weavers is extremely bad, so don't draft Karina. Arya is insanely good against Candy. Dizzy is really good into Candy because you just like attack down, hit chance, like no hit chance, decrease speed. She's really strong. Senya is pretty good, but Senya is kinda hard to draft nowadays, but she's pretty good. Landy herself is pretty good as well. She's high tempo. She makes use of the like anti-crit to like cycle. So she's pretty good into Candy. Sermia is okay. Like she isn't great, but she's okay. Like the thing with Sermia, like Sermia herself can't really kill Candy because of anti-crit. And like anti-crit on Candy's team is also really annoying for Sermia. Like Sermia is really bad into anti-crit in general. But if you can make it, if you can live for like a turn or two, she's fine. But I wouldn't recommend her. Like basically I wouldn't recommend her. She's kinda RNG because if you don't crit early, then she's kinda bad. And if Candy gets to press S3, you lose the game. So she's okay, but not great. I don't like LRK into Candy. I think it's really good. Solita is okay. I mean, she's a debuffer. She's okay. She's not insane, but okay. LCB is really good into Candy. If you have a decent LCB, she just one-taps Candy. Like, I'm not even kidding. She just one-taps Candy. Like, if you give her attack buff, you S3, Candy is dead. So, Bellona is like probably the best counter into Candy. But you need to be careful about how you pick her, basically, because she has counters. So Bellona is probably the prime Landy counter. She's really strong. ADS is really good as well. If your opponent has no immunity, then ADS is really good into Candy as well. Okay, so I'll explain my reasoning. I explain my reasoning. Okay, so like Bellona, Litty can both one-tap Landy, so like just based on that, like they're the best by far because you can just one-tap Candy, be done with it. Like the more Candy leaves, the more she's like, if Candy gets to an S3, no matter what your draft is, you probably lost the game. Like that's the most important takeaway from playing against and with Candy. If she gets to an S3, you lost the game. So based on that, you need to make sure you kill her really fast. Right? You need to make sure you kill her really fast. So Candy and Bellona and Litty are the best at that by far. Like they're the uncontested best by far. Now with that in mind, you still have decent options. So ADS, if your opponent has no cleanser, really strong. You remove anti-crit from Candy, you deal good damage. You remove attack stacking, like really good unit. Arya, she makes your safe. Like Arya is also a support, keep that in mind. She gives stealth to your entire team, she gives your team a big barrier, and she deals insane damage, so Arya, really good option. I mean, the same as usual, like Arya, if your opponent has no counter to Arya, you just win the game, so really good unit. And then everything else, so LHC, she's okay, but she isn't that great because LHC is pretty bad into anti-crit, which is like the main thing. She's pretty bad into anti-crit. There's no guarantee Landy is gonna proc turn 1, so or even turn 2, so you might have to wait a turn or two to press S3, which is really fucking long. And then if you don't kill Candy in time, which like you probably won't because Sermia, like she has no way to guarantee a crit, you just die because Candy S3 is gonna one-tap your Sermia. So she's okay, but not the best. Landy, she's okay. She basically, you just go like high tempo, you just play like higher tempo, try to overwhelm your opponent before Candy gets to S3, so she's pretty good. Charlotte, kind of the same reasoning, like your Charlotte's gonna get pushed a lot by like Candy S1, S2. She's gonna get countered every time, most likely, so if you ban mitigation, Charlotte S3 is gonna one-tap Candy. Keep that in mind, so she's pretty good. Dizzy, if there's no cleanser, Dizzy is really fucking good, and that's about it. Bellona, she's an okay late pick. She's gonna proc a lot from Candy. If there's no cleanser, she's gonna unbuffable, no heal, and defense break, so pretty good unit. Karina only works if your opponent plays Candy into aggro. So like some people just like to like pivot into like strays and stuff, then you can go Karina, it's really good. Don't go Karina if your opponent plays slow though, she's really bad. Like Karina into mitigation and soul weavers is insanely bad. Eula is good, Eula is pretty good overall. You get like if you get to S3 before Candy S3, you just win the game, right? You just one-tap her. Kawasu is kinda RNG, like you need to S2 and then you need to press S3, so like it's not always that easy to do. It's not always that easy to S2 into S3. So it can be kinda RNG, but if you manage to like actually S3, you usually win the game because you're gonna one-tap her. Carrot is kinda the same as like SSB DZ, everything. Like, Carrot only works if your opponent has no cleanser, or like no mitigation rather, because you really need to one-tap Candy. But if your opponent has no cleanse or no mitigation, she's really good. Crow, same reasoning as Eula. Juana, I think Juana is decent into Candy, but only if your first pick and only as a late pick. So yeah, I don't think you should early pick Juana. I don't think it's very good. But if you can late pick, if you late pick Juana, usually it's gonna be a first ban. This is kinda RNG. Like, this is mostly gonna depend on how much Candy procs and the rest of your opponent's team. It can be good, it can be bad, depends on the team, depends on the draft. Astromancer Elena, you build her as a bruiser, and then you just make Candy useless, right? Like, if Candy doesn't counter, she's useless as fuck. She's not gonna cycle enough, she's not gonna S3. Like, she's basically minus one unit for your opponent, so pretty good. LRK, I don't think LRK is that good into her. Like, LRK actually makes her cycle a lot, so it's not very good. And then Senya, like, it's the same as like DZ and stuff. If your opponent has no cleanse, then Senya is okay, but I think you have better options, honestly. Like, if my opponent has no cleanse, I'd rather just play like DZ, for instance. Okay, so I would say these are our counters. Candy synergies, like, basically, like, it's self-explanatory, right? It's self-explanatory. If you look at her counters, she's really weak to Bellona, she's really weak to Litty, Arya, ADS. So what's really good against those units? This. Like, it's just that easy. Like, if you play Adin, it's gonna make it extremely awkward for your opponent to play Bellona. If you play Sharon, it's gonna make it extremely awkward for your opponent to pick like Litty and such, right? And then Arwell just keeps your team safe. And is a massive it gives you an insane shield, which is really good on Candy, and makes her really safe. Yeah, it just makes you really safe, basically. Everything here are counters, and these are our best friends. Always pick up answer. So you can do like one guy, can do this guy, can do Maid, can do Destina, like anything works, honestly, like anything works, fine. Like, always pick a cleanser. How do you beat ML Landy with injury units? Bellona and ADS, stuff like that. Like, ADS doesn't care about injury, Bellona doesn't care about injury, Arya doesn't care about injury, like, Landy is fine, Shout is fine, DZ works, SSB is fine, stuff like that. And yeah, so like to explain, yeah, like counters, where is it? Okay, we're gonna find Candy games. So here, for instance, this guy, like you see, I early pick Adin, because I want to set up for Bellona, basically, right? I want to set up for Bellona, so I early pick Adin, and then I can pick Bellona in peace, and then Bellona is just gonna one-tap Candy. This is why Adin, yeah. Like, Adin by herself is not very good into, but assuming, look at this, like, Adin picked Adin, and then I couldn't have picked Bellona, right? So it's really annoying. No Candy. I picked with like Sharon Litty. Okay, but this was a weird draft, let's be honest. This is a weird draft too. Yeah, like, again, look at this. Like, I just go Adin to set up for Bellona, basically, because if I don't go Adin, my opponent picks Adin, then it's a massive pain in the ass. So I just pick Adin to set up for Bellona. Like, every time, I just pick Adin to set up for Bellona. Well, yeah, I lost here. Like, Rona, like I told you, early Rona is pretty bad. Like, here I should have picked like Sharon or Maid. Yeah, like, he picks this. I go Adin, Bellona, I go Arya, I win. But again, I pick Bellona, I win. Okay, but like, okay, you know, I didn't even play this game. Like, I didn't even play this game. Like, I was like, okay, this guy is gonna take like 20 turns before I get to take my turn. So I'm just gonna go brush my teeth. And wait, it doesn't work. Okay, so basically look. Like, so he has 3 Bellona, I counter. He has 3 Bellona, I counter. And then he left the game. He just left the game. Yeah. So I came back and he was DC'd. He was DC'd. Okay, like Candy. Like, here, this isn't very good, like, it's fine. Sometimes the Lychee isn't that bad. Just need to crit, basically. Candy, yeah, Candy again. Adin Bellona every time. Like, it's really hard to face Candy without, like, Candy with Bellona. Okay, this I have no idea how to face, just swapping a pain. Candy, Bellona. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's always the same, basically. You just go like Bellona, Adin. So they can go Adin themselves. Anyway. You see my point, right? Like, basically, you draft Candy, then you draft... Like, you pick her with, like, cleansers, with, like, Sharon, with, like, Adin. And then, yeah. Because this guy here, like, I have Sharon, so his utility is really fucking useless, right? So I just can't really lose. Anyway, that's it for today.